Okay, good morning. Today is Saturday and we are talking in Tel Aviv, but actually I had to be now in Budapest, in Hungary, for the Bnei Brit conference, international conference from all over Europe and all over the world. But due to the corona situation, the skies are blocked and no way to fly and to get into Hungary, no way to leave Israel. So I'm very sorry that I have to do it that way, because I believe that if we meet together and we can speak and chat a little bit one to the other, it would be better. But we have to live with what we have. So the situation is that the corona that stopped all activities all over the world, or most activities, stopped our special activity, the big one. It's the March of the Living on April 21st, and of course many other activities like the March in Budapest, the March in Saloniki, in North Macedonia, and many other locations, not just marches, conferences, gathering, seminars, and so. So since March, we are in a situation that what we are doing, we started later on, we try to continue in the way of getting in touch with our partners, with our alumni via the digital system, Zoom, FaceTime, whatever. And to have lectures, to have some dialogues between leaders and so, in order to keep the people aware and to let them know that we don't stop anything. Technically, we had to stop it because of the disease, the corona situation, but we continue and we go on, and we did a lot of events in the system of virtual, digital, whatever you call it. Of course, it's not the same. It's not the same. You can't compare it to the physical touch, to the feeling that people has when they meet. I was in Poland the beginning of March in order to close the last arrangements for the march that, as I mentioned, had to march on April 21st, and everything was ready. We had the people registered, we had all the hotels, we had all the guides, everything was really, it was 1 month before, almost a month before the march, so most of the activities, most of the arrangements were already done. But suddenly, what happened, all of us know, we had to stop it. So we continue in that way, because it's very important. For instance, I'm jumping a little bit aside, even the corona that we didn't have anything to do with. I mean, we are one of the countries that suffered and suffers, but voices around the world started to talk and to blame that the Jews are responsible for the corona, even though. And of course, it's a lie. It had nothing, to do with us. And this shows that what we are doing in order to continue with our is making damages all over the world. Of course, including here, including in the Jewish world. But those people, anti-Semites and all other nice people, in brackets, nice, very nice people, are using the corona against us again. So why not? Every problem, every bad issue is connected to the Jews all over the world. Of course, it's nonsense, it's a bluff, it's fake, and we will continue to make sure that the world will know that we are not involved in those issues, in hatred and in all the blames that they are blaming us. Now, we will continue, and we are continuing. It's not easy. We hope very much that the end of the year in in November we'll be able to perform an event, or a huge event even, not a virtual, a physical, in Europe, for the Kristallnacht situation. And we are planning to light with projectors few synagogues to remind that over there in Germany, in Austria, and maybe we'll ask also to do it in Hungary at the big synagogue, just to remind at the eve of Kristallnacht to light the synagogues as a symbol that we are here. And even they destroyed the synagogue, destroyed the holy places, we are here, and we will let them, will not let them do it again, as now we have the ability as Israel, as a nation, and the Jews are more organized, but it's a problem because we are under attack all time, and in many circumstances we have to explain, and not to explain, but to give back, to combat those people. And we will do it even now in the situation of Corona, that is less easy, because before we could have a convention, a gathering, a seminar. Now it's difficult, so we do it via the Zoom system, or the audio, not audio, the video conferences. What we believe in is that even it's a tough time, and I personally don't see an end in few weeks or even months, because it's a long story. I hope that I'm mistaken, and this will be get to an end soon. But we will go on with our faith, that we must go on and teach the youngsters what happened again and again, what happened during the war, the Shoah. 81 years ago it started, and since then we are under attacks, and all over, not just Europe, even now America and many other countries, the anti-Semites and those that don't like us, if we can say. It's a lot worse than don't like. They hate us. And they spread all these stories, and we believe that the faith is the strength that we have in order to make sure that people will believe that that's a way to give them a punch back, to teach the youngsters, first of all, the children, the students, and all others what happened. The history should be said and should be taught carefully and correctly, and we must make sure that all those people that are supporting us will support us with a lot of faith that what we are doing is the right thing, to remind the people, to remind the world, and to go on with the belief that we have that March of the Living, as other organizations are working, is working to teach, to be positive, to love one the other, to work for peace, and not to give up those evils and hatred that is around us. Thank you very much. I was very happy when I heard about this conference in Hungary, because Hungary, for me and for us, for March of the Living, is one of the main hubs of activity for fighting against the hatred, to teach about the Holocaust, to remind people what happened in Hungary and all over. And we are very, very active in Hungary with, of course, the team that is running the show there, and it's a beautiful and wonderful team. And Eva is one of them for many, many years, or was at least, and now she made Aliyah, and that's very, very moving to know it and to tell it. In any case, I was very happy to hear that this conference will be conducted in Budapest, in Hungary, and I was very sad to hear that we can't do it, because I have special feelings toward the Hungarian March of the Living, to the Hungarian Jewry, and even not just Jews. We We have partners that are not Jewish, and we believe that Hungary is a symbol of how the organization should work. Teach, show, bring the people to the sites, having exhibitions, and not forgetting, not to forget, and to believe in truth, what we are doing, and the faith is the main issue. The faith, the emunah, is the most important, subject that we can have in order to conduct such a project that is not easy. So I wish you a good conference, a successful one. Remember that we are together, and remember that even we are not physically there, we are there with you together, with all the delegates from all over Europe, wherever. I know that the number is a small number, but you know, each of you is equivalent to thousands and many thousands of Jews and good people around Europe and around the world. So have a successful event. Thank you very much.